Let's start off with the most imminent. You just watched this highlight. The Washington Wizards have added what, their third, fourth win on the season over the Brooklyn Nets on the back of two threes in the last 10 seconds. Walk me through it.
Yeah, we had some crazy finishes to games this weekend. And just right now, kind of as we were recording a little bit before, Bradley Beal walks the ball up with 10 seconds, splashes a three right in the face of the defender. On the inbounds, the Brooklyn Nets, miscommunication, cuts the wrong way, throws it right to a Washington Wizards player, dishes it out to Russell Westbrook, who has been having a terrible season efficiency wise and definitely looks injured. Hits the game winning three and had 40 points tonight. Uh, wow. Hopefully, it's the start of the redemption story for Westbrook because his stock has fallen immensely recently. And wow, the Wizards pull it out. They're down five. They needed two threes, and they got two threes. And they pull out a win against the Brooklyn Nets, who gotta be shaking their heads because that's one that they needed.
Yeah, I mean, as we went in to start recording this podcast just before you were checking out the game, and I said to you, I think the Nets might actually be one of the better matchups for the Wizards, even though you've got like the last team in the league against one of the top teams in the league. But just let Westbrook and Beal go to work offensively, and just a no holds barred kind of match. And it sounds like the Wizards came out on top in the end of that.
The final score of this game, wait, let me check if this is right. In a regular NBA game was 149 to 146 in four quarters, not overtime.
I think I just heard the Atlanta Hawks criticize the Washington Wizards defense.
Like
That's
unbelievable. That's just the scoring is ridiculous. Is both these teams were like, I no defense, it's just shoot around, and I'm gonna make one more shot than you.
gentleman's agreement.
Crazy.
No defense played. Speaking
No,
of crazy ending to games with back-to-back threes in the last 10 seconds, that wasn't the only one this weekend, eh?
no, sir. Logo Lillard pulls an absolute deep three to put the Blazers within two. They get the steal on the inbound. Uh, or I think it's a
No,
deflection. It goes out of bounds.
no,
It's
no.
their possession.
They got a double team on Levine, jump ball,
Yep.
and
Yep.
won the jump ball.
Yes. And then he comes down and hits it over basically two defenders, right?
N-
Off of
Uh,
rebound.
Trent Jr. went up for the jump ball, tucked it. Lillard just ran in, took it kind of running along the arc, and it was Markkanen guarding him, who must have like 6 inches in height and probably another couple in reach. But like Lillard jumped, like it was a diagonal jump, not a straight up jump. And his form looked so flawless on the fadeaway. It looked like a high percentage shot. He just looked so comfortable taking it. I loved his
Paul
post.
George.
I loved
Paul
his
George
post.
would bad shot.
Sorry, Paul
Paul
George.
George would say bad shot.
Yeah, I
Oh, it was a
loved
bad shot.
Lillard's post game interview on this one because he was saying, I'm always so competitive and that like anytime we are losing in a game, I'm always imagining, okay, how can we still turn this around? And most of the time, my coach just takes me out when we're down by like 7, 8 points with 15 seconds left. But this time it was close enough that he let me play. And I knew as soon as we got the jump ball force, that if the ball was in my hands, I was going to make it. And that relates back to just the feeling you had when you saw him fade back over Markkinen. Like, yeah, I know this guy has about a foot in height and reach combined over him. I know he's however many feet out from the net, but when you saw him jump back and take that shot, it was, I mean, just all the appreciation in the world for Damian Lillard. And this, you
Add
also, I
another
think,
to
on an injured team.
yeah. Add another to the collection, right? The dude is different. He's just got that clutch gene, and he's done it so many times. And obviously, I butchered recalling the sequence. Thank you for cleaning that up for me. But this guy at bubble MVP and got a lot of recognition throughout that bubble run for the Blazers. He needs to have another run like that right now because they're missing their number two and their number three guys in McCollum and Nurkic. and this Blazers team made some additions in the offseason that had them excited to make a run. And they're going to need their guys back. But until then, Dame's got to keep them afloat with performances like this. Like he's super special when he's in that clutch moment because he is supremely confident and is able to just make ridiculous range threes. And so pleasure to watch for him, and the Blazers are holding on to one of those playoff seeds. It's so tight there in the West.
Believe, conceive, achieve, something like that.